in Chicago. I'm glad you waited. You're next on the EIB network. Hello.
Oh, thank you, Rush. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
You're making me crazy all over again. I watched Congressman Boehner on Friday.
Oh, you're not going to disappoint me. I thought you meant crazy in another way.
No. I was crazy because I was sitting there listening to him saying all these things and reading their words. I'm going, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. And after an hour of this, I'm like, how can anybody vote for this? And this was just the amendment. This created a whole new bureaucracy.
Boehner did do a great job on Friday. You are absolutely right. I don't know how many people had a chance to hear it, but you ask, how can these people vote for it? There's an answer to that question. It just depends on whether people want to face it squarely.
Well, I understand it, but, he did what the Republican Party has to do. Not modernize, not socialize, educate, read their own words.
Amen.
Don't sit there and say, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. That's
Amen.
Subjective. People say that's subjective.
You're making me crazy here.
Read their own words, because I've been telling people about what he read, and people are like, that can't happen. I didn't hear about that. Talk about going to sell your house. You can't put your house on the market unless it's rated by who? It's got to be rated. And you've got to have all new windows, all new doors.
Have you heard about this, folks? When you sell your house, environmental experts have to come in and do a survey to find out if you've got leaky windows, if all the environmental systems are correct, if you have relatively new appliances, and until you modernize in the way they say, you can't sell that. It's in the bill. I'm not kidding, Brian. What? You can't see? You can't believe it. You can't. It's in the bill. It was in this amendment that Boehner read. If you what were you going to say out there, Pat?
I said that's not even half of it. I mean, he went page by page by page, and you're like, oh my God, this is what's written. This isn't him saying, well, this is what they're going to do. This is what's going to happen. This is what they are doing. And they're doing it over and over and over and over again. It makes me nuts. And this is not going to be a country as we know it in the 4 years it takes him to get out of here. And people are going, he gets no support. The congressmen and the Republicans get no support from anybody. It was nowhere on the news. It was nowhere. And it was their own words.
Well, now look, I know that they got no support in the news, but you shouldn't expect that to happen. I'm not trying to depress you. We're going to face reality, and we're dealing with an Obama state-run media here. Of course, they're not going to give Boehner any support, or even any coverage, or any publicity. But she's right. Sell your house. Before you can do that, you have to pass an environmental test that some government person is going to come in and make sure you have proper storm windows. And if you live in a hurricane area, the inspection is even more draconian. You have to have modern appliances, a kitchen, and that sort of thing, energy efficient, TVs, this sort of stuff. And until you replace all that stuff, you can't sell it. Now, normally, that would be up to seller and buyer. If the buyer wants to accept some old TVs and a kitchen is not stainless steel, fine. You negotiate that on price. But now it's not going to be a matter of negotiation before you can be approved in selling your house. Some government regulators to come in and give you an examination. Now, just to illustrate how this is going to work, once again, I have a piece of property that would pass inspection. Right now, if this were the law, but do you think some government regulator coming into my house is going to pass me? If it's the Obama administration, or if it's some Democrat-run bureaucracy, no way. Everything is going to be political, and this is how they are going to get people to switch party to become Republican so that they're not harassed. This is, folks, the consequences are dire here. And all this is happening under this umbrella of this kind, soft-spoken, very smart president who only, wants to save our light bulbs and save the White House and save the world. And who could, of course, be against that? Who's for dirty air? Who's for dirty water? Nobody's for that. When that's not at all what any of this is about. Look, Pat, I appreciate the phone call. I got a brief time out here. We'll be back. Wrap it up after this.
America's most listened to talk radio host on the EIB network. A silent epidemic is sweeping the Democratic Party. Bird brain flu. Its symptoms are unmistakable. There's memory loss.
You say you don't support the war in Iraq now, but you voted for it.
I don't remember that.
Double standard vision.
Scooter Libby lied to a grand jury.
He didn't complain when Bill Clinton did it.
Yeah, but that was different.
And delusions.
We won the governor's race in New Jersey and Virginia. America's really behind us. We're going to kick butt in 06.
Wow, I feel better now.
And hysteria.
Global warming is melting the polar ice caps. Baby seals are dying.
Bird brain flu affects liberals in the prime of their lives. But there is a cure. Education. Instead of reading a bumper sticker, try picking up a book. Turn off the liberal media and tune into the Rush Limbaugh program.
I was really stuck on stupid, but I feel better now.
Inoculate yourself against bird brain flu. Listen to the Rush Limbaugh radio program. A public service message from the EIB network. Do you suffer from affluenza, an affliction unique to America's high achievers?
Hey, nice car. I don't deserve it. I'm just one of the lucky ones who took out student loans and went to night schools. I worked hard nights and weekends. And then all of a sudden, 20 years later, I'm president of the company.
That's when affluenza strikes.
I'm so ashamed. Gee, I'm sorry.
Fortunately, there is a simple cure for affluenza. Listen to Rush Limbaugh 3 hours a day, every day.
Is there a radio in this car? Why?
And the debilitating symptoms of affluenza will vanish like magic.
I think there's somebody you should listen to.
Listen to Rush Limbaugh every day for fast, effective relief of common affluenza. And continue to listen to prevent reoccurrence. Common side effects include increased alertness, a swelling of the bank account, marked improvement of your golf swing, and a heightened appreciation of fine cigars. Rush Limbaugh, the cure for common affluenza. What could be worse than a dirty renegade cop with no respect for the law? The soiled senator who writes them. Harry Reid stars as Dingy Harry, Magnum Farce. The true story of a senator from Stoplight, Nevada, who magically becomes a wealthy real estate tycoon overnight.
So you'll help us with a vote as long as we cut you in for a sweet piece of the deal. Aren't you worried it will look like a payoff?
Go ahead. Make my day.
Soon, Harry moves up to become Senate Majority Leader, where he spends his time encouraging the troops.
This war is lost.
Advising General Petraeus.
This war is lost, punk.
Attacking innocent civilians.
We need to censor Rush Limbaugh.
This guy doesn't care if Congress does have the lowest polls ever. He's too busy shooting off his mouth.
It's the most powerful weapon in the world. Sir, your foot. It's okay. I've got another one.
Dingy Harry, Magnum Farce, shown daily in the Senate. Now a word from Moderate Investment Services.
Hi, I was needing some investment.